found that asking good questions has not only been pretty important for me to learn and grow, but at the same time, it has really helped me execute more effectively. And by asking effective questions, I've really gotten a lot of clarity for what my next step should be towards whatever it might be that I'm working towards. And here are 5 different things that I've personally found super helpful to ask effective questions. Unless you're doing a PhD and working towards a research paper, no matter what it is that you're trying to figure out, it's very likely that it already exists somewhere or in someone's mind. There's this really interesting book that I recently read called Steal Like an Artist. Link to it over here. And what the book really talks about is there's no net new information in this world, but just different forms and permutations of information that already exists. So the very first thing that I try doing when I'm trying to figure something out is just try Googling it. And even if I do not end up with the answer that I was looking for in the first place, I do end up with better structured and more effectively phrased questions that help me go slightly closer to whatever it might be that I'm looking for in the first place. And if your answers do not exist online, and when you're trying to learn something from some person, it's really important for you to make it easier for them to provide you with the information that you're looking for. So hypothetically, if you're working in an organization and you're new there, trying to find a mentor in the organization, asking straight away, hey, can you be my mentor? Is really not that helpful and is a really poor question. Instead, share with them what it is that you're trying to learn and what your goals really are, and also share how you feel the person's experience is relevant to your goals and how they could help you or assist you along the journey. Doing this shows that you've put in the time and effort to understand, and also provides with validation as to why this particular mentor-mentee relationship might work out. Not going to dive too deep into how to find a mentor, that's probably a different topic altogether, but we'll continue on with the next step. It's really find balance between asking broad questions and asking narrow and leading questions. And the way that I try to think about this is asking broad questions is definitely great, but at the same time, your questions need to be directive. And an example of this might be when trying to figure out or trying to brainstorm what should be a part of your product roadmap, instead of asking what might my customers love and want me to build. That's a really broad question, but not directed. Try asking, what might I be able to deliver with my product that not only helps my customer do their job better, but at the same time saves them time given their current set of priorities. So this question is still quite broad, but at the same time it's directed because you're focusing on saving time for your customer and you're focusing on helping your customer do their job better through your product. There are several situations where you don't really need a deeper understanding of things, and because of this it's really important for you to understand if you're looking for a recipe or an insight. Now, recipes really help you get the job done. They're pretty efficient. An example of a recipe might be understanding how to use your internal set of tools to create a product requirements document, or how to prioritize your internal user stories for the product. And another example of a recipe would be how you're understanding how the product functions, what the different user flows of the product are. Now, you don't really need a deeper understanding to figure out the functionalities of the product in the first place. And trying to think about your questions as recipes would really help you be more effective and efficient while you're going through them. While recipes are quite efficient, they are quite tactical in nature, and because of it, they are specific to situations. Whereas you need insights to understand things such as why your product is best suited to solve your customer's needs, or how it is that the customer makes purchase decisions while considering your product along with the other competitor products. So being able to categorize your questions as recipes and insights will really help you follow through on those questions in a more effective manner. Something that's specifically helpful in customer interviews is, instead of jumping right away into the meat of the discussion, I've found it pretty helpful to build a conversation by asking a series of slightly easier questions that help the customers get comfortable and get them in a flow of answering the questions. And asking less intimidating questions helps the customers get an ease and also makes them feel more comfortable in this entire process. And once I do have a sense that the conversation is flowing, it's only then that I get into the meat of the conversation by asking specific questions that I was looking to get insights from. Alright friends, so that was an overview of 5 different ways by which you could ask effective questions in different scenarios while at work. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.